You and I. Hold on. Oh, okay. So let's try this because the internet won't let us be great. But that's all right. That's all right. Just the two of us. Period, poo. Because we made it on Instagram on time. Barely. Because, you know, technology, it tried to defeat me, but I ain't scared. Okay, let's see if we can't change this camera. Because it's not. What is going on? I forgot that I was live on Instagram. Sorry, y'all. 1 second. 1 second. Okay. Let's try this again. We're going to move this over here because I don't need to necessarily see myself. There we go. Yay! Okay, so we are live on Facebook and Instagram, and I am really, really enjoying seeing myself on 3 different screens. And I'm really sad about my video quality on Facebook. I'm so sorry, y'all. If you want a better video, you can definitely join me on Instagram because I am streaming live there. But tonight, we are here for the Melanin, Mogul, Momma miniseries. And I am here to talk to you about, you know, what it is to be Melanin, Mogul, Momma, running a service-based business, running babies. Running babies. Look at running babies, raising babies, and running profitable businesses. You know, as we all know, it's the chaos of motherhood. It is nearly universal. Pretty much we deal with basically the same stuff. It's pretty tried and true, you know, on the everyday. And I know specifically for me, in the beginning, many moons ago, I felt overwhelmed. I was super stressed. I didn't take time off. I was working 25/8. And it was just a struggle. So the point of this event was to help other Melanin Mogul mamas who struggle with the demands of family life and business. During this mini-series, you will gain insight on how to how to stay on top of your business and personal life, how to gain insight on how to be on top of your family and personal life as well as your business, how to organize the chaos, and you'll be able to ask any questions that you would like. This is something I learned from other wonderful people going live. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns throughout the video, please share them in the comment section so that I can see them and address them as they come up. So there's that. I will answer all the questions at the end. I will try to stick with you guys about 30, 45 minutes unless things get going. If they get going, I may stay with you guys for about an hour. So let's get started. The number one reason why you are still doing all of the things as a Melanin Mogul Mama is because you have not made up your mind. You haven't decided who you want to be, how you want to show up in these Melanin Mogul Mama streets. So let me give you a little backstory. So way back in the DZ day, before Naomi and Jackson were even whole people, I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna have babies, and I'm gonna run a business, and it's all gonna work together. Now, was that almost 10 years ago? 10 years ago, Stephanie was delusional because I felt in my spirit that I could run a business full time and be a parent full time, and be a wife full time, and be a friend full time, and a sister full time. Like, do all of these things full time. But that was very unrealistic, especially with the constraints of having 2 kids under the age of 2. Naomi and Jackson were born 13 months apart. Jackson was very seriously ill when he turned 6 months. And it was just a learning curve. Because, up until that point, I had never been nobody's mama before. Up until that point, I never had attempted to run a business before. So it was just all these new things that I was supposed to learn. And I was struggling. I was flailing. Like, I was giving it all she's got, right? And I just was like, well, it's got to work or it's got to work. That's what I would tell myself. And ultimately, it did not work. Ultimately, I spent a lot of time bedside with Jackson in the hospital. I spent more time trying to work 17 jobs so I could pay household expenses and business expenses. It was just not happening. And at the end of it all, I lost 2 houses, two houses, probably like 3 jobs, my husband, everything went down the drain. But that was truly because I was indecisive in the thing. I was unrealistic with my expectations of myself. And what that really boils down to is mindset. When I use the word indecisive, it's because later on down the road, as I was still trying to figure out what it means to be a Melanin Mogul Mama, I really had to make a decision that that's who I was going to be. I really had to decide, like, that's it. I'm going to be a Black woman raising babies, running businesses, okay? And I'm going to be an active parent, not just raising children, but I'm going to be an active parent. I'm going to be a present parent. And also I'm going to have a profitable businesses. And those were the decisions. Those are the 2 decisions that I made. I knew that around me, I didn't have those types of role models. I knew that I needed to figure out how I was going to do these things. So there were 3 major things that I had to overcome. The first thing was changing my mind about who I wanted to be and what society was telling me I had to be. Society was telling me that I needed to have a work-life balance. Even now, I don't have a work-life balance. I have a work-life fit. When we think about work-life balance, that means that one thing, thing A and thing B, life and work are going to balance. Like at some point, it's going to be 50% of your time here, 50% of your time here. But that's not really how that works. So when I say work-life fit, why I changed that thought process to work-life fit and how I think about it to work-life fit, it makes me think about puzzle pieces. That when you lay them down together, they fit together. And all puzzle pieces have different shapes, but they ultimately all go together to create this big, beautiful picture, right? So in my life, it's not just work and life. I have time for me. I have time for my duties as a daughter. I have times for my duties as a mother. I have times for my duties as a business owner. I have times for my duties as a business bestie. I have all those different times, and all those little pieces make up the puzzle that is my life. That's why I switched to the thought process of work-life fit. Never will there come a day that my work is equally as important as my family. Because as far as I'm concerned, especially as a mom, my babies come first. Okay? So that was the first thing that I really had to overcome, was to decide that there was no such thing as work-life balance. Look at me getting mixed up. There's no such thing as a work-life balance. There is a work-life fit. You can fit the things that are important to you together to create a full picture of this thing called life. So that as you get older, the size and the shape of these pieces may change, but they will still all fit together to make one cohesive thing. Okay? So that was my first mindset shift that I had to have, that work-life balance is not real. You should have a work-life fit or work toward a work-life fit. The second thing is self-care. I know that you are probably tired of hearing people talk about, oh, self-care, go to the spa, self-care, get your nails done, self-care, sleep in. But that's not all self-care is. I know for me, even though I am practicing daily self-care, it still sometimes makes me feel, I guess I could use the word selfish, and even sometimes guilty, because I'm like, man, well, I slept in till 9 or 10, but I could have got up and I could have done this, that, and the third. But I was honoring myself and my body by actually taking that extra time to rest. And when I do that, I'm a better person. I'm not grumpy. I yell less. I am more likable. People don't get fussed out over the telephone. My kids get a better version of me because I'm well rested, right? So, daily self-care can be something as simple as writing in a journal for a few minutes when you get up in the morning, whatever your hygiene routine is in the morning. I know we see those things as things that we have to do, but we can level up those experiences by finding a routine that you like for your skin. I know that I really, really like Fenty Beauty's skin cleansing things. And those are the things that I use. And yes, that does add an extra 20 or 30 minutes sometimes in the morning to my routine. But that's my version of self-care. That's one of the versions of self-care I use. The other thing is reading a book. You can easily read a book. Now, I have been reading books and listening to them on Audible also, so that's been a game changer for me. So I do get through books pretty quickly, and I retain a lot more of the information. So it's super, super, super exciting to me because I do retain the information better. But I love reading. I have books everywhere. I'm in my office, and you can't see it on Facebook, but there's a shelf back here full of books, and most of them I've already read. And that's something I really enjoy doing. I really, really enjoy reading books. So reading a book, doing a little bit of exercise. I love skating. I love to skate. And like those little things, they don't take much time, but there's different things that you can do to contribute to your daily self-care. I love plants. I just redid my back patio. If you're following me on Instagram, you've seen a little bit of that in my story where I redid my back patio. So now that my plants are outside, so I can sit out there with my plants, right? Self-care. These are the things that I'm doing that are pouring into me, that I'm doing for me, that are pouring into me. They're helping me really, really create that lifestyle that I don't want a vacation from. It's helping me create the lifestyle that I've dreamed about and written about and prayed for. Like, it's helping me do that thing. So using daily self-care has been a game changer, and it helps me become a better parent because I'm not so upset. I'm not so frustrated. I'm actually taking the time to take care of myself and then showing my daughter how to do those things as well. Even sometimes some of the things I do is rubbing off on my mom. And I really, really enjoy that. That's super, super dope, right? So that one person, one generation is affecting change into other generations. And we really need to do that. So the first thing the first barrier that I had to overcome was mindset. And the first mindset shift I had to have was that there's no such thing as a work-life balance. The second mindset shift is that I need to have daily self-care. It doesn't need to be once a week. It doesn't need to be once every 2 weeks when I get my nails done. It doesn't need to be once a month. It should be something that we do daily. Something we should pour into ourselves daily because we pour into other people daily. So we should at least honor ourselves enough to do that thing. Do one thing for ourselves every day. Like I said, it could take something that could take 5 minutes, but it's something that fills you in a way that you need to be filled, and you're doing it for yourself. So it's like a double dose. It's extra, right? And the third mindset shift is about mom guilt. I have the privilege, the honor, the blessing to be a biological parent. I also am charged with caring for these two little blessings. And I'm not gonna lie to you, it gets tough. It gets rough. Like, mom guilt is by far the worst. To me, it's right up there with postpartum depression. And if you've gone through postpartum depression, you know how awful that can be. But when I'm sharing about mom guilt, we have to realize, and I just watched a video about this earlier today, that there is a certain level of sacrifice that comes with us pursuing our purpose. There's a certain level of discipline that we have to have when we're pursuing our purpose. Right now, at 8:37 p.m., I'm supposed to be at home helping my babies get ready to go to bed. I'm supposed to be talking to them about how they're supposed to be handling their responsibility of my daughter getting in the shower first and making sure that, once she gets out, she runs her brother some bath water. Sometimes she doesn't do it. Most of the time, I wash him in another bathroom or I let him take a shower. But ultimately, I'm supposed to be there right now with them, helping them get ready for bed. Now, the blessing for me is that I have a phenomenal village. My mom is their granny nanny. Okay? We'll talk about granny nanny another time, but my mom is their granny nanny. She is there to help in times like these, in times when I have to be here showing up for my business and operating in my purpose, to be there and stand in that gap for me so that my baby still know, like, hey, there's somebody looking out for you. And even if it wasn't her, we have so many other people that are part of their village that would stand in that gap and take care of them in this particular instance. But mom guilt is a little I've heard it from Miss Linda Husser, and I'm going to tag her so she can watch this. But she talked about stinking thinking and having a tiny terrorist. This little person is this nagging little voice telling you that you're supposed to be doing X, Y, and Z for your kids because you're their parent, because you're their mom, right? And but then you realize, like, I can't be in two places at once. I can't be on live doing my Melanin Mogul Momma mini series and be at home getting babies ready for bed. That's not how that works, right? Ultimately, what has to happen is we do have to choose and make a sacrifice and show our babies that, hey, every day ain't sunshines and rainbows, and every day I won't be able to, show up in this particular space and do this particular thing. But they also know that you still love them. When we're pursuing our passions and we're living out that dream and building our businesses while we're raising babies, sacrifice is inevitable. You're going to give up something for something else. And that doesn't mean you can't have it all. That doesn't mean you can have a family and business again, because work, life, fit. You can make it all fit together. But there will be some level of sacrifice. Some days you work a little bit extra so that on special days like birthdays and anniversaries that you don't have to come to work. Sometimes you block off an entire week so that you can spend some extra time with the babies or significant others, or just for yourself. So when we are thinking about mom guilt, I want you to remember that you have the power to choose how you feel about something that you're doing. So right now, like I said, I'm supposed to be helping them get ready for bed. But I feel extra loved because I know that my mom is there for them, helping them get ready for bed. Right? She's doing that for me. Not even just for me. She's doing that for her grandbabies because she loved them more than she loved me. She will never, ever, she might even say it. She's there doing that for them, for me. Right? Ultimately, at the end of the day, it's benefiting me and them. Okay? But I don't have to feel guilty. I don't have to feel guilty for going out and building a business that's going to create my legacy for them to continue on. I feel super proud. Outside of being super loved, I feel super proud that I have people that will stand in the gap for me, that will take over sometimes when I need them to take over. And it's literally times like this when I physically have to be in one place. Well, if I could physically be in two places, I would be there. But because I have to physically be in one place and not the other, that mom guilt used to really ride me down. I remember when a couple years back when I first started the Queen Coin, I used to feel so bad if I was like researching or creating content or writing out script or anything like that, because I was like, this is time I should be spending with my babies. But If all of your time is supposed to be the time you spending with your babies, then how you going to build your business? If you don't ever show them what it means to go out and get it, then how will they know? And I'm not saying that you're the only person that's showing them a way to get to the bag. But if you're showing them how you're pursuing your passion and how you're building your business and how you decided that you're not going to go the traditional route, that's, if you ask me, that's I won't say more important. That's equally as important as sitting with them and coloring or watching a movie or your version of quality time with your babies. My kids like to paint and draw. Well, my daughter likes to paint and draw. My son likes to put paint on a canvas and move it around. He's a different kind of person. But that's some time some quality time we like to spend together. But sometimes that's not possible. Me and Naomi have mommy-daughter days on Saturdays. But sometimes that's not possible because mama got to go teach a class. Now, since she's gotten older and she has started to show interest in entrepreneurship and learning about who I am outside of being her mom, that is a blessing to me, and it's going to open up a door for us to be able to spend some time in different ways. I'm really, really enjoying this evolution. So mom guilt, when you're having that moment where you're feeling super, super sad about having to go out and get to the bag and do the things that you need to do for your business versus spending time with your babies, remember you have a choice. You don't have to feel guilty. You can be proud that you're going out and you're laying the foundation of a legacy that your kids will get to live on and build on when they come up. Thank you, Jalen. It's super, super important that you realize that you have that choice. We don't have to feel guilty. We getting extra love when our village steps in to help. We're getting extra support when our village steps in to help. People are giving us off our flowers now. You may not even be thinking about it when somebody shows up for you, but that's what they're doing. That may be the best way that they know how to show up for you, is to support you by watching your babies or support you by spending some quality time with them to let them know that they are loved. And also reiterate to them how important it is that mama go out and do this thing. So, my mom will tell my kids, your mom is teaching a class. And then they'll go ask Darius, oh, Darius, where's mama? Your mom is teaching a class. But why is she teaching a class? And now they got questions. The beautiful thing is I'm very, very open and honest with my kids about the different things that I have to do. So they don't make me feel guilty or do things to make me feel extra sad. The blessing is that they use actions like giving me hugs and kisses and telling me, oh, mom, you're going to do a good job. Or, mom, I seen you on Facebook, because sometimes they do watch on Facebook. Me doing these different things. So that's been super, super helpful to me. Now, as mamas, it's hard for you to think like that, especially in the moment. Especially when you're like, dang, it's been 2 weeks and I haven't been able to sit and watch a movie with the kids because I'm doing live sessions with clients. I'm doing lives on Facebook and Instagram. I'm finishing up different projects and I just don't have the time. It's all right. That's a part of that work-life fit. It'll all come out in the wash. It'll all work together for the greater good. I promise. So when we started, I told you that one of the main reasons why you are still doing all the things in your business as a Melanin Mogul Mama is because you are indecisive. You have not decided who you really want to be, right? And I told you that the first thing that you need to do is to decide. You need to decide that you want to be a badass, fine-ass mama out here running businesses, running profitable businesses, and raising phenomenal babies, right? You have to make that decision. And then I shared with you 3 mindset shifts that I had to go through. The first mindset shift was that there is no such thing as work-life balance, that there is a work-life fit. The second mindset shift is that self-care is not something you do once every 2 weeks. Self-care is something that you should experience daily, and you can do it as quickly as 5 minutes or add extra 20-30 minutes for yourself throughout the day. And the third mindset shift I had to have was how I experienced mom guilt, or how to overcome mom guilt. Because no matter what's going on, we always have a choice in how we feel about a thing, because we have that power. So instead of feeling sad or guilty, because that's the word that we're using, about not being able to be there with your kids, recognize that your support system is stepping in and supporting you in a way that you need to be supported at that time. They're giving you extra love, they're giving you extra time, they're giving you extra grace, and they're uplifting you in your process. So that's a different perspective on mom guilt. Now, I'm going to say it for you because I know, you're going to be watching this on a replay. I know you're doing the best you can with what you got, right? I know that every day you wake up and you're like, I got to get it. But here's some hard truth. Every day when you get up and you say you got to get it, your motivation and your hindrance can't be the same thing. You can't tell me that you want to run a profitable business so that you can leave a legacy for your babies, but then tell me in the same breath that your babies is the reason why you can't get out here and get it. You have to really, truly lean into that decision. It's no different than when you decide that you want to lose weight. When you decide that you want to lose weight, you really lean into that thing. You start taking those action steps. You start going to the gym. You start talking to people about different ways to eat. You start finding different things to motivate you to drink water. You do all of those things. So I know if you can give that type of dedication to losing weight and improving your health, then you can get that same type of dedication to building your business and being a present parent, being a present active parent with your children. So we're gonna leave it off there. I'm gonna do a quick little summary again. We talked tonight on tonight's episode of the Melanin Mogul Mama mini-series about the number one reason why you are still doing all of the things in your business as a Melanin Mogul Mama is because you are indecisive. You haven't decided that you want to be a fine-ass mama out here running a profitable business and raising phenomenal babies. You haven't made that decision. I shared with you 3 mindset shifts that I had to overcome. One was that work-life balance does not exist. It is only work-life fit. All of the things fit together and work together for the greater good. 2, self-care is a daily thing. It's not a once every 2 weeks thing. It's not a once every other Thursday thing. It's every day. Something you can do for yourself in 5 minutes in a way that you're pouring into yourself, that you need to be in a way that you need to be poured into. And 3, mom guilt. We're changing our perspective on mom guilt because we have a choice on how we feel about what we're doing. Don't feel guilty. Feel proud. Feel excited. Feel impactful. Feel influential. Because the things that you're doing are not going in vain, even if you're going it alone. Even if you're going it alone. And the best part, the absolute best part, is that you're absolutely not doing it alone. There are other Melanin Mogul mamas out here doing exactly what you're doing. We may have a different business. It may offer a different service. We may even live in a different city, state, even country. But we out here, okay? We out here doing things. We are showing up and showing out as fine-ass mamas, raising phenomenal babies, and running profitable businesses. I'm so happy that you took the time to tune in to tonight's episode of the Melanin Mogul Mommy mini-series. Thank you, Veronica. And I hope that it's been a blessing. I hope that it helps you make the decision that you are exactly who you say you are. You are a Melanin Mogul mama, a fine-ass Melanin Mogul mama, running a profitable business and raising phenomenal babies. I am so proud of you because you have made it this far. No matter if you just started yesterday, you have made it this far. You made it today too. And you can tune in tomorrow. I hope you tune in tomorrow because we'll be talking about the number 2 reason why you're still doing all of the things as the Melanin Mogul mama. And it's been an honor and a privilege, y'all. I will see y'all next time. If you are watching this on a replay, put #replay in the comment section below and share with me one thing that stood out to you from this episode. I love y'all. I see y'all next time. And, if ain't nobody told you today, I'm super uber proud of you. And I love you. And I see you, girl. You're doing your thing.